Trying to do some step-by-steps today. So we just put in the last few blocking over here. So you got these two, just put those in, left those out earlier to make room to do the repointing in the brick wall behind it. And there's another block I just did right there next to the 4-foot level. And then on top of it, this long piece is the furring. Yeah, so that brings that side up in level with the joists next to it. And so we're gonna put down our first piece of plywood here. I think it'll come to this joist, and then I'll have some space to just like a permanent place to put some stuff in that corner because I'll have a floor. And then I gotta do a furring on this joist here. It runs all the way along, and under the that it goes to that beam. So I'll do a furring up to that point, and that'll be the last thing I need to do a couple rows of flooring here. All right, so now we are installing the sound insulation in the floor, and we've also got some lines. I've got a chalk line over here. So I took a measurement off the wall, roughly 12 inches across the wall, and then took a chalk line across, and then took a bunch of measurements to see, because the wall is quite uneven, to see how close the wall comes to that line. And it'll give me an idea of where, like what the minimum distance is from that line to the wall. And then I can, knowing that shortest distance, made another chalk line here, and that'll be where we lay the first row of plywood, and all other pieces after that will just fall into place. First row of plywood down. Subfloor! It's very exciting. The first solid and level piece of floor that's been in this house in maybe a century?
Maybe.
Who knows when the SAG started. Pretty epic.